shoe game on point, man. I like what you're working with.
I saw you at the team meeting to the Jays on.
You know what I'm saying? There you go. Gotta give it testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. You gotta break it down for them. Testing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Everybody ready?
Yes, indeed.
Go ahead and roll.
What's up? I'm Enrique Cruz, and I'm here with
Donovan McNabb.
Hey, Syracuse legend. So I understand you're from Chicago, right?
Yes.
I'm from Chicago too. What part of Chicago are you from?
South side.
So you're a White Sox, obviously?
No, I'm a Cubs fan.
You're a Cubs fan?
I'm a Cubs fan. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Hey, all day. So before we get off topic of Chicago, what's your favorite food back at home?
Pizza.
The pizza?
Deep dish pizza.
Best pizza in the world?
Giordano's, absolutely.
Hey.
Come on.
I tell everybody that Chicago has the best pizza, better than New York pizza, Detroit pizza, anywhere in the world.
Yes.
But being from Chicago and you're recruited by several schools, right? What made Syracuse like a place that you wanted to come to?
You know what it was? It was more the family atmosphere. It was the dome, having the opportunity to play in a great establishment, which you just felt the energy. You felt the energy of the fans. You felt the energy of the student body. The thing that I focused more on at that particular time was broadcasting. I wanted to go into the field and become a possible sports broadcaster.
Oh, wow.
And Newhouse was one that was ranked top 3 at that particular time of best schools to go to for broadcasting. And that was something that the field that I went in and obviously utilized it after football.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. But you had an amazing historical career here and everybody loves you. So I just wonder, you got drafted second overall. How was the feeling? How was that whole process? How did you feel during that whole situation?
After the first pick, went by, which was the Cleveland Browns, it was, okay, Philadelphia's up. We had Cincinnati, who was looking for a quarterback, Minnesota. So it was kind of like, okay, what's next? And then your agent reaches out and is like, hey, do you like Philadelphia? And I was like, it's on. I know everything about the city. I was just awaiting that opportunity, and when my name was called, I just was ready to get started.
Definitely. You had an amazing career. I don't know if you know this, but you met my parents when we played in New York City. They sent me a picture after the game. Well, my mom's mad at you, though.
Wow.
You met my dad, but my mom was trying to get a picture with you, and you didn't let her get a picture. She was mad at you. And I told her.
I'm sorry. Tell her I'm sorry.
I told her I'm interviewing him. She's like, tell him I'm mad at him.
Okay. I got her. I got her next time. Don't worry. Hopefully I get a chance to see it so I can make her feel better.
Hopefully that'll be amazing. But so you're back on campus. And
right.
How is the atmosphere? How's everything feel just being back here?
It's like we never left. A lot of things have changed. A lot of things have changed. The facilities are a lot better than what we have. But more importantly, it's supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be that way so we can continue to compete with the other schools across the country to bring in the best talent.
The legacy stays forever.
Wow. It's unbreakable. That's what we play for. You want to be remembered by something. And when you leave the game, when you leave from a university, when you leave from a high school, pro, whatever it may be, the memories are what kind of lasts the longest.
Yeah, definitely. I heard a lot of people say that, win or lose, just the memories that you create with your teammates and the bond you create with teammates, that lasts forever.
Absolutely, and that's true. It's true. A lot of us are still friends to this day. We got kids that are in college. My daughter's here at Syracuse University.
Yeah.
One of my boys, his kid is here at school. And so it's just, we're the dads now. So now going from when we had all the swag and we were kind of big man on campus, now we got to get our dad swag right.
So y'all be riding in the minivans and stuff?
So you ain't have to go there, but yes, sometimes that happens.
So besides football and stuff, what was your degree?
Speech communication.
So your degree and stuff, where has that taken you outside of sports?
It's great that you bring it up because what you're doing now is what I do. And so, I have a podcast. It's called The 5 Spot on Outkick. I've also worked with ESPN and Fox. I worked with NFL Network. I've worked with a numerous amount of companies. And the things that I enjoy and something that I learned here is being an analyst and understanding what that entails and trying to also work into the color role. And I think being here at Syracuse, you get a chance to learn that being in VPA, but also being able to see things and be a part of it in Newhouse. And so when it comes to what you're doing, I love what you're doing right now. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
But this is something that I think all athletes who want to be in this field is so important to build that resume now. Always have an end goal for where you want to go with it and just continue to stay on that path.
So was the podcast always the end goal, or is there still more to come?
Oh, it's more to come. It's more to come. I want my own TV show.
Oh,
Absolutely, I want my own TV show.
McNabb TV show.
You know it. So it won't be no cooking show because nobody wants to see that. But maybe I'll hire Rachel Ray, or you don't know who Rachel Ray is. Oh, you do?
Yeah, I cook. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay, so you got to tell me what you get down with. What's your favorite?
Like my favorite thing to cook?
Yeah.
Egg sandwich.
A what?
An egg sandwich.
Man, that ain't Puerto
cooking.
Rican, man.
You put some spam in there.
See, okay, now you work, get some beans.
Spam and beans, so egg sandwich with some roast condulas on the side type thing.
See, now you got fancy with me. What you put on the side?
On the side, rice and beans, Puerto Rican style.
But what'd you say?
Roast condulas.
See, me and you, we can work together.
That's bilingual. We can make a Chicago show.
There it is.
So like now, as a student, on the student perspective,
right.
Looking back, what's advice that you give yourself as a student?
Apply yourself the same way you would as if you're playing football. Because at the end of the day, we all don't play football all our lives. Mm-hmm. Like it's got to end at some point. Yeah. Now, for some people, it may end after college. Some people, it may end a couple years in the pros. Some may go for a 15-year career in the NFL. But at some point, it ends. But what's your plan B? And when you have your degree, or you might have your master's, you have something to fall back on. Yeah,
definitely is. So, my final question, like as a school, like how does it feel to have a Syracuse degree?
Well, I mean, it speaks volumes. It speaks volumes because the thing that people recognize you for is football. But when you tell them you also have a degree from Syracuse, or you have a master's from Syracuse, well, people now understand, okay, so what do you want to do with it? And then you tell them the path that you're on and what you've been able to do and your resume. Now all of a sudden, oh, okay, this dude ain't just an athlete or a jock.
He's smart.
He's smart. There you go.
Definitely. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey.
Tune into his show. All right. Hey, hopefully I might be featured on it. You never know.
There you go.
Tune in.
There you go.